I got a lot of questions about this DIY CRMX box over on the Blackout Facebook group, so I figured I might give you a rundown on the system. Maybe some of it helps you building your own first wireless lighting control kit. The whole kit is based around a Lumenradio Stardust. It has 4 universes of CRMX Classic and even 8 of the fancy new CRMX 2. And with the latest update, you even get RDM control over the really amazing web interface, on which you can also see stuff like interferences. You can link your lights or block channels. The Stardust has an internal Wi-Fi antenna, but I was a little underwhelmed with the reach of the signal, so I put an additional Wi-Fi router in this that also acts as a switch for the Ethernet. It's a really cheap TP-Link router as it supports 5 GHz, which separates it from the CRMX that runs on 2.4 GHz. If money and space is no issue, you could definitely upgrade to a more professional router with some more options in networking and mesh technology, especially if you have bigger sets to service. There is also a small and really cheap node in here for one physical DMX output. This one is only ArtNet compatible, but the kit contains also an additional 2 universes SACN node that you could connect to a lighting grid in a studio, for example, via the external Ethernet port. A V-mount plate powers the whole box wirelessly. With a 190 Wh battery, you normally get through a full shooting day. The antennas are all external and can be made longer with extension cables. There is a kind of KinoFlow style quick release thingy at the bottom of the box. I believe it's from Kupo. It's great for taking the case from a stand and put it on the floor, so the whole crew can trip over it and smash your antennas, which is a lot of fun actually. The plate has no alignment pin, which is a bummer because you'll feel like an idiot in dark locations trying to put this thing in place. Otherwise it's kind of cool and a lot cheaper than the original plates from KinoFlow. So this is the transmitter part. Now for the controller. I use Blackout, of course, because let's be honest, it's Blackout. The MIDI features are insane, the fader functions are breathtaking and the interface is beautiful, and as you might have guessed, I'm a bit of a fan. It runs on a quite old M1 iPad Pro from 2021. It works fine for most films and series, but when playing with capture or if you have more complex projects with a lot of sequences, looks and effects, it sometimes is a bit slow and it struggles a bit, just like me to be honest. I have 2 MIDI controllers. One is the I Have to Look Cool in a Studio version, which is great. The Behringer X-Touch has motorized faders, which is cool for MIDI over network cues, and for bigger projects it's absolutely lovely. There is a small Ethernet switch in there as well to connect an iPad, the laptop, the CRMX box and the fader all together to the same network. For smaller projects you can also put the iPad inside of the transmitter box or just carry it around. I also have a small Bluetooth fader from Korg that velcros onto the Stardust, so you could also just use the CRMX box as a small workstation. You can also put this fader in the hands of a gaffer or director, so they can hit the lighting cues and you're not the one to blame when the explosion is 2 seconds late. Other than that, I just bring some more small accessories to a job, spare cables and knickknacks such as adapters, DMX testers, and I found the MT Pro to be a great DMX tester light, as it has 36 pixels that you could simulate to be individual lights for testing. So I hope you got some inspiration from this. Again, this is just what worked best for me after a few tries. The beautiful thing is you can adapt this to whatever you need. Happy filming, don't drive after long shooting days, and stay safe.